What if the problem isn't that things aren't working? Because they really are. But the problem is that you aren't aware of how you're moving in it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Everyday Real Talk with Michelle. Hey, welcome back. I don't know if you could hear that or not, but it was just trying out some different sounds. So I hope it went through, but we'll see. But yeah, welcome back to another episode of Everyday Real Talk. And so I had a couple of dreams recently. You know how I've always told you guys to pay attention to your dreams because they actually reveal certain things to us, right? So in these two dreams, both of them felt really good. In one of the dreams, things were flowing, there were opportunities showing up, everything was good, right? And in the other dream, it was the total opposite. It was the same energy, same time, but two different outcomes. And it made me realize that growth can feel good, but there still have to be awareness within that growth. So in one of my dreams, it was like, it was a lot going on. Like, it was a lot going on. Uh, People were moving forward. Things were like in alignment. And what I mean, like one of the things that was going on was somebody was playing dice, right? And every time they throw these dice, they were throwing a 10. It was a 10 each time. And everybody was celebrating, having a good time around this. But even in that moment of this celebration or just everybody feeling good about this, or like how, this kept happening, a small thought came in to me. And it was like, maybe somebody should have checked those dice because it's like, how are you throwing a perfect 10 every time you throw these dice? And that thought that I had, it wasn't fear. It was just doubt of this can't go like this every single time that you throw these dice. And that was just awareness at that time. No fear, no doubt, just me being aware. And so I think that was brought to my attention because we think that if everything looks good, it must be good. Now, I don't know about you, but I've always been told it's just a saying. Everything that looks good isn't good for you, or you need to look a little deeper into that. And so I believe that's where the awareness came from. In the other dream, it was like me and my family members, we were visiting out of town somewhere, having a good time, just doing touristy stuff, walking around, and decided to go inside a public place and rest for a minute and do some other things or whatever. But one of the family members forgot they had something on them, and that shouldn't have been brought into this public place. So even though it wasn't an intention for this to be done because it was done by mistake, consequences still had to be paid for that because there was no awareness there. Like, you still have to be aware of what you're doing, even in good times, even in times where growth is happening. You have to be aware because not being aware can cause consequences. Because growth requires awareness. It's like they work hand in hand. Growth without awareness can put you in situations that you're not meant to be in. And awareness without growth keeps you stuck because you're going to be afraid to move forward. So I feel like I'm learning that I don't have to slow down my growth, but I need to stay present and not get caught up when things start happening. I mean, things are happening. It's slow, but it's happening. And I feel like I'm being shown that when things do start to get to a certain point, or when I'm moving in that energy of this big growth, this growth period, or this growth season, I need to stay present and be aware and not get caught up in anything unintentionally, like that happened in my dream. And also not to lose myself when it happens. And also for me not to just move unconsciously because something feels good. I don't know what happened to my voice. But yeah, not to move unconsciously just because something feels good. So it was a lot of messages in that dream for me. And for those of y'all who don't know or who don't do this, you should. But I'm not gonna tell you what you should do, but what I do when I can't figure them out myself, I go to Chat GBT, and that has helped me a lot with my dreams and what they're trying to tell me or what they're revealing, because sometimes we assume the wrong things when we have these dreams. It's like the total opposite. It's the total opposite thing of what you're thinking they mean. And once it's interpreted to me, it makes sense to me. Things line up because it's actually something I'm experiencing or I'm going through at that time. So it's real helpful in that way. But all in all, I feel like just because something feels exciting, I shouldn't rush. When something looks good, I still need to check in with myself. And when things start aligning the way I expect them to, I need to still stay grounded, because it's not just growth that I want to experience. I want to experience sustainable growth as well, because I don't just want growth. I want growth that I can sustain. But yeah, guys, no, that's kind of a little short episode, but it's just something that I wanted to share. And I felt there was a good message in it. But before you go, I do have some reflection questions for you. Okay, the first question I have is, when things are going well, do I stay present or do I get caught up in the moment? The second one is, do you ignore subtle feelings because everything looks good on the surface? And the last one is, what does awareness feel like when something is aligned versus when it's not? So thank you guys for coming back. Thank you guys for tuning in again. I appreciate you. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification button so you'll be notified when I upload new content. Also, leave a comment on the video and tell me how you're liking the podcast so far. But I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.